Okay, so part 3, childhood games. Question number 1. What games does kids nowadays play? Well, it depends, because it depends on the way the parents orient their kids, or it depends on the way that they are taught at school and something like that. But nowadays, due to the advance of technology, kids would rather stay at home holding their tablets, their computer, or their phones just to enjoy some computer, online games, online chatting. Even they can all like like before, like when we were young, if we want to play hide and seek, we have to find a vast area with many objects so that we can find our suitable way, not suitable place to hide. However, nowadays, kids just need to stay at home with their phone on their hand and playing Seek online. They can even choose the map for playing hide and seek, like depending on their preference or their references. So it's really convenient, and yeah, some kind of kids who are orient at them, like their parents orient themselves at a really young age. I believe that those kids would rather going outside, running and doing some outdoor sports instead of just sitting indoors and sticking their nose on the screen. Question number 2: Do boys and girls play the same game, or what's the difference? Well, I think that there is a really huge difference on the gender due to the gender, because boys are expected to play with something strong that show their strength, and something related to violent or competitive one, like they would like to play racing, football, really competitive games like running or something like that. They are also expected to play with toys like guns, soldiers, like toy soldiers, cars, and something like that. While girls, they are expected to play with something gentle and a little bit like Barbie dolls or cooking games or something like that. That is just the stereotype in the past. But nowadays, although there's still those stereotypes, we don't consider like there is not such a big difference between the toys that the boys play and the girls play. Boys nowadays can play with dolls and cooking games and cooking sets and doctor sets, and now girls can just play with like with cars and soldiers, toy soldiers, or they can even participate in football games as if they wish to. So nowadays there's not a really big difference between the gender and the games that they play. Question number 3. Why do you think that outdoor sports is important? Well, there are several reasons for the fact that outdoor sports are really important to children. Well, let's take me myself as an example. I am a semi-professional athlete. So I play sports like for about five or 6 years now, and I have withdrawn some of its most important benefits. The first one, it strengthens our physical health. It keeps us fit all the time, and like it really boosts our energy, and it makes us feel really comfortable in our body shape. Um, Secondly, it really boosts our mental health because it helps us release our stress. Usually, after some stress hours of staying at school, learning some nowhere subject, when we study subjects at school, we devote our brain into that subject, and we becomes intensely focused on that subject. But when we are allowed to play sports outdoor, we literally just use our body and our physical body instead of using our brain, and it helps a lot in releasing all those stress, and it boosts our mental health, of course. So yeah, we can say that outdoor activities, outdoor sports can help the child to develop comprehensively. So why not allow those child to participate in these outdoor sports? Question number 4. Um, why is so? Why do you think that people nowadays is playing the game that are different from before? Well, there are several factors that affect the game that people play nowadays and the people play in the past. Well, the first and most important factors is that due to the advance of technology. I'm not assuming that all of the changes was resulted from the change of technologies. However, I would say that technologies have not only improved our life but also changed our way significantly in entertaining. So yeah, because of the technologies, everything is now accessible online. They can play games, they can chat with friends, they can video call, all of the things. They don't need to go out, they don't need to do things face to face. They don't need to meet up just for some little trivial games like going hide and seek or something like that. Also, they can participate each other online. So those things really affect the way that people change, the way that people entertain themselves and their friends. Also, one of the most significant, the second most significant factor is that the way that people, that parents orient their children. Maybe they just some parents just literally give their children a tablet and they give them a phone. So that results in the fact that those children sit all day in their home, just sticking their nose on the computer or the tablets or the phone screen. So they don't really they're not really active, and they don't meeting face to face with the friends much, so they are easily to be isolated from the society. So yeah, question number 5, is winning important in the game? Well, there's one saying that said winning is not important. The important things is here is that you have learned from your loss, from your unsuccess. So yeah, I really like to say. So for me, as a competitive person, I would rather win than lose. But I won't try to use all of the gimmicks or something like that to win a trivial game. I myself would try my best to win with my own with my own potential and with my own strength, not using those something like dirty gimmicks or strategies to win. That's not glory, I'm sure. Um, well, I also I believe that winning is not the most important during the game. The important thing is here is that when you have to you have learned a lot when you participate in the game, and what you have remember, and you have the memories with your friends, your family, and even your competitors. So those things would be the most important besides winning. Question number 5. What is better, individual games or team-based game? Well, I believe that both sides has their own benefits and their own disadvantages. So let's talk about the individual games. So when we participate in an individual game, we ourselves would discover our strength, our own strength, because you know we don't have anyone to support or aid us, so we have to do it by ourselves. I believe that that is when people really discover who they are and what their strength, so that they can just move on and get promoted. Also, participating in an individual games boosts the competitive level according to my thinking, because you only like have two versus you versus one of your components, and that is when the game really means a game. It boosts really, like it boosts its competitivity. So it's really exciting when we participate in a individual game. However, some disadvantages are that when we participate in individual games, we won't be able to collaborate or cooperate with our teammates. So there's no collaborations, or there's no connection between people and people. Um, on the other side, talking about team-based game, it is like it is it is the way that we can boost our you know it is a way that we can boost our competitive, no, not competitive, cooperation skills and teamwork skills, because working together is not an easy option for people to do. So yeah, it's kind of beneficial. And also I believe that when we like participate team sport when we participate in team sport, we would be able to learn those from strength, like learn people's strength and their weaknesses, so that we can be able, like we can easily be able to uh, you know overcome those difficulties, and we can aid each other. So gonna be so amazing. However, the demerit are that when it become too collaborative, and people, there's no competitive, there's no competitive thing in those kind of sports, it's gonna make the sport boring and less interesting. So that's what I want to say. Thank you for your listening.